wonders of nature. Isn't it a wonder the way the woods know that spring is coming before the snow is gone? The sleeping plants send up green shoots, and the tree buds swell and burst. Isn't it a wonder that some seeds have wings and some have tiny silken parachutes and some seeds are hidden away in fruits and that every seed, no matter how tiny, has a whole tiny plant inside with food to use when it starts to grow? Isn't it a wonder that under the sea there are beautiful, strange gardens where flowers are animals? Sea anemones, sea lilies, sea cucumbers, and sea grapes are all animals. Isn't it a wonder that tiny coral animals under the sea, which never move, build great towers and whole islands of their tiny shells? Isn't it a wonder that on the dry desert, some plants have thick stems in which they store water, and no leaves at all, and lots of prickly spines to keep thirsty animals from eating them up? And the kangaroo rat, who lives on the desert, never drinks water, but makes it in his body out of crisp, dry seeds. Isn't it a wonder that the beaver can bite a young tree through in just a few minutes? He bites off the branches and uses them to build a dam across a stream. And all the birds around, and the squirrels, and the opossums, and deer, and the moose enjoy that beaver pond. There's so much to look at in these pictures. Isn't it a wonder that in the jungles the leaves grow so thickly overhead that some birds and animals on the ground never see the sun? And there are insects that look just like leaves. And trees start growing high in the air on top of other trees and send spindly roots down to the ground. Isn't it a wonder that far up north in the land of ice and snow we call the Arctic, animals have winter coats of fur as white as the snow? Isn't it a wonder that some birds fly thousands of miles over ocean and land and return to the same special spots to lay their eggs? That salmon swim hundreds of miles to shore and far up the rivers and over the waterfalls to return to the same spots to lay their eggs? Isn't it a wonder that fireflies have lights in their bodies they can flash on and off? That crickets chirp by rubbing their wings? That some fish deep in the ocean have little electric lights dangling in front of their noses as they swim? Or little lights along their sides? Isn't it a wonder that out in the pond, smooth, wiggly tadpoles lose their tails and grow legs and turn into frogs? And that fuzzy caterpillars weave silken cocoons around themselves and go to sleep and then wake up as pretty moths or butterflies? Isn't it a wonder that a little baby that couldn't walk or talk or feed itself should grow up to be you? I think that is a great wonder. Wonders of Nature. What a good book. Thank you for listening.